family was growing up, we used to camp when the early days of the Koocanusa Reservoir.
I'd like to learn more about the history of the treaty, what it's currently says in the treaty, and our options for moving forward.
The community needs to be more involved in the treaty and the discussions about the treaty.
Although I realize that the benefits are 50-50 for the US and Canada, that I think that Canada really should do, British Columbia as well, should really negotiate more.
When the dams were built, the United States immediately saved millions of dollars in flooding from the British Columbia border to the Pacific Ocean. The United States gained tremendous real estate. They gained orchards. They gained riverfront, steady river flows. They gained taxes from all the land that was recovered because there was no flooding at all.
From what I've been hearing, some of the most important issues that should be considered are the water levels. They've been very sporadic. A lot of people like to fish and boat on Lake Koocanusa, and they haven't been able to do that in the last couple of years because the water's been so low.
There's a number of concerns about dust control that are coming into our communities.
I saw people chased off their land and promised certain promises that were never ever fulfilled.
I would like to also see some of the land that was expropriated from us, that was taken away because it was supposed to slough, didn't slough, and I would like those lands returned to the people that they were expropriated from.
30 years ago, I picked up a brochure from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers down at the Libby Dam, which told Canadians that we were getting a lake, and they wanted Canadians to drain our lake to flush out the lower Columbia, where they've already built 16 dams, which don't make it easy for salmon to get downstream.
We don't have an endangered species the way they do in the States, in the United States, but our fish are every bit as important. I guess the bottom line for Canadians would be, especially the fishermen, give us some water in there in June. So if we had water June, July, August, 3 months of the year, we would be happy. The Columbia River Treaty has not been good for Canadian fish and wildlife.
We need to ensure that there's some mitigation efforts that are done.
I think it's very, very important to try and get the young people, younger generation of today, knowledgeable of what would be involved, because when we were involved in 1960s up to 1970s, there was no involvement. All the information we had at that point in time was there was a treaty signed, there's going to be a dam built, and you're going to have to be moved.
I'd like to say that youth need to be involved in this discussion because it's important for everyone in the basin.
I think it's very important that residents of our communities become engaged in the process and informed.
I hope people understand what they are getting out of it, because it is very significant. Maybe that's an area we've got to, go a little more public with, inform the public of the benefits.